Yes, greetings to each and everyone in the world. I would like to share this, my lifetime experience with each and everyone. It's about when I went to prison. When I went to prison for like 2 days. Okay, it all started when let me go by the date that the thing happened. It was in 2002, around Easter time, and I was there, 2002. It's a long time ago, and I was not having anything to do, no job, nothing. It's not like I don't like job. I don't like to work, or I have a job. I'm a video cameraman, but there was no job for me. I was in need of money. So I decided to go and sell bullets that I was having, gun bullets. So my friend came to me. A friend came to me. He's a barracks guy, He's a boy from the barracks, and the father is a military man. So we decided to go together to sell the bullets. So we went, and we saw these white guys who I know. I know them like some time ago because I was living in the same area with them. So I decided to go to their house because they were driving on the streets, and I decided to follow them later to ask them if they would like to buy the bullets. So we went there, we knocked on their gate, they opened the gate, we entered. Right at the entrance, when we entered, we stood there, and then I started to explain what we want to do, like why we are there. So then they just smashed the bullets because they asked me to show them the bullets. So once I opened my hand to show them the bullets, they smashed it on the ground, and then we got into fight. So they were 3, we were 2. So my guy is not that strong like me. So I decided to help by blocking the gate so that we'll both escape. But unlucky for me, after my guy managed to go out, one of them stamped the gate very strongly. So the gate shattered, and they started fighting me. We were 3. They were 3 with only me. But I don't know what came over me. I was able to defeat them, 3 white guys. I matched them with their dog. We were like really struggling. I was on the ground. They kicked my stomach, but yet I got the energy to get up, to like fight them. It was so terrible how I got up. I don't know what came over me, but it happened. So I managed to run, climbed their wall to the next house to, go, just escape. And the house that I entered, the lady started screaming, age low, like, thief, thief, thief. I managed to also escape from the lady's house. She also has a dog. So whilst I was running, they shouted like, thief, thief. They shouted like a lot. Everybody was shouting, age low, So I was arrested. Yeah. Actually, some people stopped me. They are doing some construction. So they stopped me when I was running. I stopped, and they took me. By then, the white guys took their car to go around to see if they will see me. So they were directed to the place they stopped me, and then they came to pick me with a security guy who was working in one compound together to go to the police. Whilst we were on our way to the police, we met the police on the way also coming to the scene because they got a call already. And they narrated the story as an armed robber. So the police took me in their car and they brought me to the police station, and then later they went to see the bullets and everything. So I was in police custody at the Nua police station that day. And since that day, I was there several days. But from that time, when I got to know that, oh, I'm in this kind of trouble, they started to ask me like so many questions. They were asking me who I was with, because they were told that we were two and one is at large. So they wanted to know who. I told them I'm alone. Yeah, I told them at that time, I told them I'm alone. Yeah, man. And it's true. Why should I say I was with somebody? Because then the case will be too much. So I said I was alone. And then they started to torture me. They took me to one office where they were asking me the questions. They started torturing me. I was not wearing any top, nothing, like just pants. They were torturing me. They were beating my, like everywhere. Like any of them. There was a woman who told me that I should see her like my mother, my wife, my sister, my everything, and tell her the truth. I said I was alone. So this is it. So from there, they took me back to the cell. So I was in a cell, and then they would come and call me to write my statement. I told them I don't want to write any statement at that time. I want to see my lawyer and everything. So my parents got me a lawyer because they got to know the case, and then they looked for a lawyer for me. They looked for a lawyer for me, and then the lawyer came to visit me once to ask me what was the issue. So I told him the truth in the case, and later I have to also write my statement. So the CID took me to his office. I started writing my statement and everything, and they start to process the case to court. So we had a court date and everything. But before I go to court, at that time I was having afro. I was having big afro. So people knows me very well in the hood where I live, in the city where I live, or the town where I live. People knows me very well. So there was a news in the PMP newspaper that I went to rob. Actually, they didn't write it like I went to rob, but they said the whites suspect like we are armed robbers. So yeah, that's what they wrote in the news. So, but they didn't bring my picture. They wrote the story about my case. So I got to hear all these things. At that time, it was in Easter time, so there was a lot of holidays. And I got to know that friends were asking to come and visit me and everything in the cell. I told my parents to not allow anybody to come and visit me. Even I told the police that anybody who comes, I don't want to see anyone. So people came there, but they were not allowed to see me because I didn't want to see them. Okay. Then I start dreaming. Anytime I sleep in the night, sometimes I'll dream. I'll come out and then see like accidents in the streets, and then go back and I see myself going through the bar, the cell bars. I see myself going through the bar when I sleep, and I'm dreaming like I'm out. And sometimes I'll see the police sitting at the counter, and they will say, why is this, they see me as a woman because I have a lot of hair. I have cornrow and everything. Like, I was like, yo guy. So they were wondering if I'm a woman or something. And I used to go out like in the night when I sleep. I go out to see things and come back. It was so wonderful. From then, I was supposed to go to court sometime, and then we went to court. When we went to court, my case was not, what do you call it? They didn't call my case, so we have to go back. We had to go back. Yeah, we had to go back. So we went back to the police custody, and they gave me another day to come to the court again. So then it seems like the day came, and then we came to court, and that time it's like court was very like big time. I saw lot of people, like my families, and wow. So I was in the court cell. They put me in the court cell to wait until my time is up before they will come and bring me to the courtroom. I was in the court cell, and they came for me. They asked me. They read my charges, and they asked me if I have something to say, and what language I want to say it in. And I said I will say it in Ga. I don't want to speak English because of the white guys. At that time, I didn't want to speak English. Because the white guys too came to the court with the lady that I jumped into her house. She was a witness for the white guys. Yes, like a black woman. She was a witness for the white guys, yes. So they asked me what I want to say. I said it. And the prosecutor, my lawyer first got up to explain that whatever is the case, the bullets that they are talking about and everything, it has been sent towards a laboratory, and therefore we don't even know if it's a deliverable bullets or live bullets. So it was pleading for a bail for me. And then prosecutor got up whilst my lawyer was standing to stop him from talking. And my lawyer was keeping standing and still talking. And my lawyer told the prosecutor that you can't stand and talk whilst I'm keeping standing. Still, the prosecutor was like talking, and the judge asked the prosecutor to sit down. She's a woman. I don't want to mention her name. I don't want to mention the name of the judge. Yes. So, okay, I'll mention the name of the prosecutor and the judge. The prosecutor is called Helen Aponsang. Helen Aponsang. And the judge is called Imoro Zibrim. Imoro Zibrim. So, the judge asked the prosecutor to sit down. She didn't sit, and the judge said it again, like with different tone, and she sat down. Then my lawyer finished what he was saying, and then the prosecutor got up to talk. So by then, the judge was like, his head was down. There were two judges, but the one who was asking questions was the one, writing. Then he said, they are going to bail me with 2 surety. So that means we have to come with land or like house documents, something like that. And then I was taken out from the courtroom. So the CID was not happy. The prosecutor was not happy because they wanted to please the white people. They wanted to please the white people. I know what they were doing because even from the police station, what I heard that the CID was taking money from the white people just to put me into, like, tight corner, telling them they're gonna jail me, they will jail me, they will jail me. So the whites too were very happy. But these white people, like I said, they live around my area. They have friends there. Even when they were coming to court, one man who they came with at the police station, when he saw me, he said, "Oh, is it this guy you are taking to court?" "No, this guy, I cannot go with you." He told the white guys that, "No, I'm sorry, I cannot go to the court with you if you are taking this guy to court." So the man went back home. Yeah, even though he was their friend. Yes, I respect that man so much. Yeah, he really showed love to me. Yeah, by not coming to the court, because he said, no. I know this guy. Okay. So at the court, when I was taken out from the court, the police was supposed to take me back to police custody so that the next day if we could bring the documents that they want, then I'll be bailed. But the police, the CID left me with court police. So I went back to the cell in the court, just thinking after everything, before you take me out and go. Not knowing they left me there, they want to take me to James Fort. They really want to take me to James Fort for some punishment just because I was given bail, So, in the court cell, the police was sent by one of the prison guys, because there were many people. They brought a lot of people from prison who were supposed to attend court that day. They were supposed to attend to the court. So I was standing when the guy gave money to the police officer to buy bread. You see this sugar bread that you can break it small, like make it like, I don't know how many, but some people make it like 12, some are making it 20. You can just break it in sugar bread, small one, very sweet. He just asked the policeman to buy him bread with margarine. That is what I heard. But when they brought the bread and the margarine, it was in a plastic bag, black one. I was just there and I saw the guy. He opened the bread and he took a packet of cigarettes from the box, the cigarette box, and he put it all together to be round, like standing like this round, and then he put the plastic bag around it, and he really tied it like very hard. So after that, he put the thing in the bread to take all the margarine from the bread. He rubbed it like this nicely. The next thing I saw was he just took his pants and then pulled his pants down like he wants to go to the toilet. In the court cell. The court cell is a one room for everybody. There's no toilet there, there's no bathroom there. Just one room for everybody. You see what everybody is doing. And then he managed to sit on the side of the bench, and then he pumped this cigarette into his anus. I saw it. Nobody told me this. So I didn't know what he was doing. I never saw it before. And I was just there. I was just thinking about myself when I'm coming out, because I just want to come out. Then the police came to tell us that it's time to take us to James Fort. So they came, they put handcuff on me, and the guy and another guy, they put one handcuff on them, so they can work together. So, and then we took a taxi from Cocoa Affairs to James Fort. which is not very far. Unless there's traffic, you be in like some traffic for some time. But it took us like, let's take it 10 minutes to 10-12 minutes. We were in the James Fort. So in the car from the court, we drove a little bit just around at center. This man started asking if we have something on us. I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about. So I was like, just wondering what he's talking about. Then he asked again, do I have something on me? Like they are going to search me there. I said, oh, okay. No, I don't have anything. Yeah, I think I was having only money. Not a lot of money too. So we got to the entrance, and he was telling those two guys too that, you sure you don't have anything? They are going to look your anus. They are going to do this. You sure you don't have anything? But right there, I started thinking that, is it not this man who bought the cigarette and the margarine for the guy? And now he's asking all these questions. Then I start to think twice and understand that, wow, these guys can do moves. Yeah. We got to the entrance of the James Fort. And then the officer knocked on the gate. Then somebody opened a small hole. And then he saw us before he opened the main thing. You know, before you go to the James Fort, before you enter, it's called Usukra Uswa. You know why it's called Usukra Uswa? They've made the James Fort in a way that you bow the James Fort before you enter, depending your height. Yeah, depending your height. But it is built in a way that the entrance, you have to bow down. It's like you are giving respect to the place. So that's why they call it Usukra Uswa. Okay, we entered. Once we entered, on your left, they have the office there. On the left, right on the left. They will touch you there, and then you go into one office. That is where they will start to ask you some questions. It's not that those questions are not really necessary, but they will ask you because already they have your docket. They know why you are there, but they will also try to ask you, so what's up and why are you here? What brought you here? And that. So from there, this guy who I came with, for them, they live there already. So theirs were like very fast. I saw them working inside, and then the guy started telling me to say, I like cell 37. I was like, cell 37? Why cell 37? Okay. So when they were doing my documents, and I told the man, they asked me which cell I like. Yes, I haven't been inside before. So if you ask me which cell, I will know. I don't know. I will know. I'll just mention something. So since that guy mentioned 37, I said 37. Okay. They finished there. Then they took me to their toilet side where they go to toilet. When you go inside, on the left, after there, it's another left again to the toilet. And there's a gate there. You go in. When you go in, there's a wall. You see the tall wall that you see? There's a toilet under the wall when you are inside. Under the wall, there's a toilet, and it's like, the same tubung we have in the city in Ghana. Some places, we have tubung, the one that they have to, that's it, we have it there. So, I saw a policeman with a gun facing all these toilets like this in the box. And they asked me to take off my pant. I took it off. They asked me to open my ass. They look there, they watch everywhere. From there, then they moved me to the compound, the main compound. Wow. Man, there's another world, though. There's another world in the world. It's funny when you are coming out quickly, but it's not funny when you are going to stay there for long. So, they took me in, and I saw people. They were going to show me my cell and everything, tell me the rules in the compound. They told me that place is no man's land. If somebody slap you, slap the person back. He blow you, blow him. You know, this was told by the officers, not even the guys inside, because they have to let me know the rules there, that nobody will come and fight for me. You have to fight your fight. You understand? So I was like, wow, I started thinking, enemy, I don't have to tell how I am, but me to have my way, my style. Yeah, man. I know myself. So I said, no problem. Me, I know I was going to come out in 2 days' time. Just because the next day, I could have come out the next day, but it was a holiday. You know, it was a workers' holiday at that time. So I couldn't come out. I had to come out the next day. So the first day, I learned everything. They took me to my cell. They told me the rules in the cell. So let me tell you the rules in the cell. You know, in the cell, it's a one room. There's no toilet, no bathroom. It's a one room, and they have this pee spot. Peace, not like to pee inside. Pee spot. They call it pee spot. It's like, you see the container people they use to carry shit for Ghana, in Africa, and you know some places. You know, it be that thing. That thing self, I should say, it be Europe self. They carry shit before. Yeah, but that is what they are using inside. So the thing we say, if you pee first or you go to toilet first, you have to carry in the morning. So people don't go to toilet first, they don't pee first, man. But there's another way. If you want somebody to carry, you have to pay money. So I said, why won't I pay? I can't carry, I'll pay. I plan not to eat food in that place. I plan not to sleep anyhow. So I was paying money to have good treatment. Yes, if you have, you get it. If you have money, you get a nice place to sleep. You get everything you want, like a dadaba, you know. So they taught me these rules, how to, you know, pay, and then the next morning, if you pay, who will take it and everything. So then I did that. That day was like storytelling. I have to tell what brought me there. Wow. You have to talk. You have to say it. It's a must. So I told my story. I narrated my story. And I even told them that me, I'm going out. This is the reason why I'm here. So, yeah. And the guys were like, oh, your case will be beefy. Your case will be this. Your case will be that. Yes, I am. So, the next day, yeah, it was a brand new day. I have to see different people. Then I start to see people that I've seen them before and people that I know them. Yeah, we were talking like, Charlie, Charlie, what brought you here? So, yeah, because the cells are many. I was there. I saw people cooking in this tomato tin, the big ones and the small ones. You see the prison you see, they cook there. Apart from the food that they is given to them, which is called zontoli and helele. Apart from zontoli and helele, they are also making their food because their families buy food, and sometimes they send the prison officers to buy food for them and they cook. Some too, they don't cook, but they will ask them to go and buy, maybe they will go to the gamami, you know, inside the city to buy bankun with sauce, something better. Because there's zontoli and the LLA, if you chop that one, like for a long time, you go get rashes. You see, it be one way food, you go get some diseases for zontoli and LLA. I go see for my eyes. Yeah, no yawa. So, they were showing me around, telling me a lot of stories. Charlie, Shanin can be a shall we? Be a king by menaye. Yenushin, Nick by amenaye, yes. Yapa are tuning, only inside. the currency that we stopped using in Ghana, they are still using it in the prison, because for them it's like they don't know anything. They don't have a government. They don't have a president. So they are still using the same money. So I was getting information. Wow. I learned how to make fire, without matches. I learned how to make fire without matches. You use a cloth. The cloth must be very, very, very soft. They know how to make it like cotton. They will make it to be like soft as cotton. And you see the key to open a sardine. Yes. They will use it to scratch the ground, to sparkle, whilst the cotton is lying on the floor. So chop, chop, chop. And then if the sparkling gets like go and lie on the cotton, then they will use their hand like this to touch the ground like this, to blow air. And then you see that the thing is burning small, so then it will catch big fire like it's the same thing they used to light the weed and everything. Charlie, the guys are smart. When you are putting into some place and you see how your brain can work. So I met some old man who told me what brought him there, and he asked me to contact the family, because in the prison, when your parents or your family don't come for you to go to court, your court date will get missing and you will be there. You can be in remand forever. Just remand forever. So there are some people who are in remand already more than years, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. They have not been jailed yet. So let's take for instance that you are there already for some years, and then your family is coming for you to start your court. Before they will go and start your case and give you your sentence again. Just imagine. So the old man gave me a telephone number on a paper and everything to take and call the family when I go out. Inside the place too, you see these churches comes there to do church with them. They come and show films and everything. And one funny thing is, these guys play with the police and the prison officers a lot. They do have fun, because I remember when the guys were like making a mockery about the police, like Obishio, like somebody is smoking. Then you see that the whole company is hey. Then you see police coming running to come inside the cell, and you see the boys too blocking the police. Hey, you don't go come. Hey, you don't go come. They go do that. Before the police go enter, no weed. You will smell it. You don't go see the weed. Hey, these people. So I remember one day I went to take a shower, and when you are going to take a shower, you see a lot of buckets. Like everybody is fetching water. And Charlie, it's no man's land. People do so much stupid things there. So when I was going to fetch water, I put my bucket there. Somebody come and push my bucket. And I was like, hey, yo, what's your fucking problem? And he was like, hey, you two make it come out for there. Like, wow. So I nearly fought the guy in the prison. But what I told myself is, no, man, you are going out in like next day. So what's your problem? Just leave this guy, let him, go his way. And I was just telling myself, wow, how can this guy? No, this is somebody who cannot even stand me and fight me seriously. But Charlie, because of this problem, yeah, man. So I took it easy. I went out. After I went out from the bathroom, and then I started preparing to go out, because my family will be coming for me. they gave me time and everything. I was just checking time, and but they came. When they came, the police came to call my name, and then he asked me to take everything that belongs to me if I want to take something, and then what? Let's go, because I'm going out. So they brought me to the same office again. When they brought me there, I have to sign out. That time I had to sign out. So I thought I was just going to sign out and go, not knowing they are going to search me again. You know what they told me? Because they found this telephone number and I told them that somebody wants me to make a call. They told me that here, you come with nothing, you go with nothing. Esegoma, eboto to any, you dey hear? You come with nothing, you go with nothing. The reason why I told this story is there's a lot going on. People are making up stories too much. And if somebody tells me, or I hear somebody talking about he has been to jail before or prison before, sometimes I listen and I listen again because of my own experience. I am not saying that nobody can go in with a phone or something. But what I'm saying is people are helping people to do such things. Who are those people? Just guess. Who are those people? Who are those people? Yeah, it's not me. It's not you. It's somebody. Who is that person? It's up to you to judge. This is my story. And I came out. I was free. I started going to court. I went to court 17 good times. 17 good times. I went to court. I will go, they will adjourn the case because they were still waiting for a report from lab. They were still this, that, these people who, the whites, they didn't come to court. Their witness never came to court. I was just going to court until one day when I was going to court. I remember before my father even thought I would run away and he will lose his house. I told him, for me to run away, I'd rather go to prison for you to have the house, because the house is for all of us. I will not be selfish, you understand? So one day when I was going to court, I was sick. Yes, I had a boil, pompo. Yeah, was on my thighs. Was on my thighs. This is my right thighs. And I managed to go to court, but I was limping to get to the court and everything. And when they called my case, I got up, still limping, and then the judge asked me what is wrong with me, or what was wrong with me. And I said, this is what is happening to me. And he told me, you don't have to come to court when you are sick. You can send a message, or even if the police comes with a bench warrant and they see, it's not a problem. I said, okay. And he told me one thing. He said, next court date when you come and the complainant is not coming, I am going to discharge you, acquitted and discharged. I said, wow. I went back home, counting my days. The day came, I went to court. They didn't come. Up to now, I have not seen them anywhere. No court, no police issue. I'm done with them. Thank you very much. This is my story.